YouVersion app, Amplified Bible, Classic Edition, Judges 2. Now the angel of the Lord went up from Gilgal to Bochim, and he said, I brought you up from Egypt and have brought you to the land which I swore to give to your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you. And you shall make no covenant with the inhabitants of the land, but you shall break down their altars. But you have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this? So now I say, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your sides, and their gods shall be a snare to you. When the angel of the Lord spoke these words to all the Israelites, the people lifted up their voice and wept. They named the place Bochim, Weepers, and they sacrificed there to the Lord. And when Joshua had let the people go, the Israelites went every man to his inheritance to possess the land. And the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders who outlived Joshua, who had seen all the great works of the Lord which he did for the Israel. And Joshua, son of Nun, and the servant of the Lord, died being 110 years old. And they buried him within the boundaries of the inheritance in Timnath, here's in the hill country of Ephraim, north of the Mount Gash. And also all that generation were gathered to their fathers, and there arose another generation after them, who did not know, recognize, understand the Lord, or even the work which he had done for Israel. And the people of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and served the Baals. And they forsook the Lord, and the God of their fathers, who brought them out of the land of Egypt. They went after other gods of the peoples round about them, and bowed down to them, and provoked the Lord to anger. And they forsook the Lord, and served Baal, the god worshipped by the Canaanites, and Ashtaroth, female deities such as Ashtaroth and Ashereth. So the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he gave them the power of plunderers who robbed them, and he sold them in the hands of their enemies round about, that they could no longer stand before their foes. Whenever they went out, and the hand of the Lord was against them, evil as the Lord had said, and as the Lord had sworn to them, and they were bitterly distressed. But the Lord raised up judges who delivered them out of the hands of those who robbed them. And yet they did not listen to their judges, for they played the harlot after the other gods, and bowed down to them. They turned quickly out of the way of their fathers, and walked who had obeyed the commandments of the Lord, and they did not so. When the Lord raised them up judges, then he was with the judge, and delivered them out of the hands of their enemies. All the days of the judge, for the Lord was moved to relent because of their groanings by reason of those who oppressed and vexed them. But when the judge was dead, they turned back and corrupted themselves more than their fathers, following and serving other gods, and bowing down to them. They did not cease from their practices or their stubborn way. So the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And he said, because these people have transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, and have not listened to my voice, I from now on will also drive out from before them any of the nations which Joshua left when he died, that through them I may prove Israel whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk in it, as the fathers kept it, or not. So the Lord left those nations without driving them out at once, nor he delivered them into Joshua's power.